Amber Alert out of Lenexa is over this morning. Police found the 13-year-old Lenexa girl safe in Minnesota. The 22-year-old man she was with, Deshaun White, now in custody. KMBC9's Brian Johnson was with the family yesterday as they learned their daughter was safe. A lot of branches like this, smaller ones, still in the roadway. You can see this morning, but there are a significant amount of larger down branches and in some cases down trees. A few scares along the way. Well, experts like gardeners say beetle bags that trap the bugs only work to attract more. They also recommend a grub control for your lawn to kill the beetle eggs. Tomorrow night, you have a second chance to see a story 6 months in the making. Just 20 minutes ago, we set this cone down at the tip of the storm surge, and you can see how much that water level has actually moved in just that short amount of time. And we've just learned about a new policy passed by New York and New Jersey Transit Authority. Police will no longer go on airplanes and forcibly remove passengers from overbooked flights. Video and audio recordings from that deadly boat accident on Table Rock Lake show the lake went from calm to dangerous in just minutes. The boat entered the water at 6:55. 5 minutes later, whitecaps appeared on the water. Winds increased. The recording ended at 7:08. This all a part of an initial review by the NTSB. Investigators aren't making any conclusions on a cause yet. It'll be at least a year before a full report is issued. The flooding last year wasn't the worst. Heavy snow to the north, heavy rain right here. It all added up to one of the great floods of history. It's been 25 years since the flood of 1993 when one levee after another broke, spilling water into fields and towns, leaving people wondering today, could it happen again? KMBC9's Chris Ketz has a closer look. We asked the Army Corps of Engineers about this. A spokesman told us erosion along the shoreline is normal, whether there's a notch or not. While erosion happens, the Corps says they watch these notches to make sure levees aren't compromised. And if repairs are needed, they are made. Let's turn things over now to meteorologist Katie Horner. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Kelly.
Well, wildfires continue to burn out west. The latest numbers on the deadly car fire and what people in that area have to say as they return to where their homes once stood. You won't want to miss this lemonade stand. If you're interested, the stand will be at 1700 Northwest 18th Street in Blue Springs starting at 11 a.m. this morning. Well, honoring fallen deputies while helping out their families, how you can do both by just lacing up your running shoes today. Plus, an officer in hot water after crashing into a bicyclist. What the Missouri State Highway Patrol is saying about this crash caught on camera. A murder suspect back in jail this morning after he was accidentally allowed to walk free. This happened in Hawaii. Brian Smith is accused of shooting and killing a mango picker in June. He was accidentally released on Tuesday, but called and turned himself into police Thursday night. Well, as you can see, the roads look pretty clear right now. There was a lot more snow accumulation out on the roads earlier today. And over at KCI all day, crews have been busy there making sure operations are running smoothly. Airport crews came in at 7 this morning. The result, 14,000 gallons of de-icer on the airfield, 60 tons of sand to make sure airport operations are running smoothly. The weather, a rude awakening for some flyers.
I was enjoying 70-degree weather in Texas, so but now I'm back here.
I don't like this. I'm a bigger fan of the warm weather.
Outside of these doors, shovels and plenty of salt, making for a safer walk to ground transportation. This group from Wisconsin call multiple Kansas City school cancellations shocking.
We said if this were a snow day in our school district, we would never probably have snow during.
Kids would never go to school.
No.
A little further north at the Price Chopper in Platte City, some shoppers stocking up to avoid a trip to the store after temperatures drop.
The temperature's falling, minute by minute, it seems like.
Now, we called MoDOT. They say they haven't seen a high number of accidents out on the roadways, especially when compared with other winter storms. Reporting live in Platte City, Keleigh Gibbs, KMBC 9 News.
KMBC9's Keleigh Gibbs reports the family couldn't be more grateful for the heroes that sprung into action.
This body cam video captures the critical moments Grandview High School staff saved the life of a freshman student.
Come on, kiddo. Give breath. There you go. There you go.
Only thing that's going through my mind is I didn't, I wasn't going to let her die here at the school.
October 23rd, in this very classroom, freshman Isabella McMahill went into cardiac arrest. Before paramedics arrived, resource officer Brett Myers and school nurse Mary Rhodes sprung into action with CPR and a critical tool, an AED.
I just don't know what we would have done without it. We wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation.
Start CPR. Press.
There's no words that can express how happy I am that they were there and that they had an AED machine and they knew how to use it properly and save my daughter.
Now thinking that I actually did die and that I can't, like, they brought me back, of course I'm thankful. I mean, I'm not going to take anything for granted anymore.
Isabella returned to school November 6th with a second chance at life, while Nurse Rhodes and Officer Myers don't consider themselves heroes.
I think we did what we were trained to do.
Isabella's mother would have to disagree.
There's no words that can express how happy I am. She's my only baby. I met my heroes on October 23rd.
KMBC 9's Keleigh Gibbs has a message from the homeowner in Harrisonville.
People seem to think that the city's the only one that's vulnerable. We are very vulnerable.
This sprawling plot of land in Harrisonville, normally a peaceful place.
So this is wintertime and there's not a whole lot going on.
Home and landowner Patsy McPherson says that silence was broken after she made a morning trip into town.
I just came up and opened the door and well, here's still a little bit of glass. And walked in.
While she was away, thieves you see here tried to cut the power to her home surveillance cameras.
While she's busy taking off the front, we had another guy. If you look at the tape, you can see him come up those stairs.
They made away with an estimated $30,000 to $40,000 worth of items.
You feel violated. You feel like somebody's in my space.
To Patsy, it's the jewelry, including family heirlooms and her wedding ring, that she most wants to be returned.
If you look at the pictures, you'll see somebody walk out this door and they have a white bag. And I guess all my jewelry was in that.
Now the focus is on cleaning up.
Glass everywhere.
Getting rid of items broken by thieves.
They put a foot through it when they came in the window. On at least one of these.
Patsy's goal with sharing her story is to warn her neighbors. She also has a warning for the thieves.
You come back here, you're going to have to face me. And you ain't gonna like it.
Patsy says while crime in the city is often reported,
it's not just a city thing, it's a country thing too.
In Harrisonville, Keleigh Gibbs, KMBC 9 News.